Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Financial Education Services Business Overview. My name is Lawrence Turner. I'm a vice president with the company. Been with the company now 7 years, and it's been an absolute phenomenal ride for myself and my family. It's helped me with my credit score, helped me to become a homeowner of a beautiful home here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and to have my dream car and an actual business that pays me pretty good. So that's what we want to talk to you about this evening. And we've invited you to this Zoom presentation. Obviously, they're very excited and they want to share what they've gotten involved in. Maybe it piques your interest. It may or may not, but at least understand why they're excited about this company, Financial Education Services. So let's get started and kind of give you what we're all about. Let's talk about the state of America's mindset and personal financial situation. You got to understand there's about 43 million people today have a 599 credit score or lower, and nearly half of Americans don't even know their credit score. How about this? The average debt is over $225,000, with many people having less than $500 in savings. That's not a good thing. 49% don't have retirement, and only 18% know that they're on track to reach their income goals for retirement. How about this? 65% of the people out there don't even have important documents like a will, 82% no trust, and 71% have no powers of attorney over their medical and financial matters. Here's a staggering amount of money that goes unclaimed. $58 billion in unclaimed life insurance policies, unclaimed bank accounts, pensions, stocks, other assets, and property. And then every 2 seconds, an identity is stolen. So you got to understand something. That's the fastest growing white-collar crime out there today. That's identity theft. So those are challenges that people face in America today. So why financial education services? Think about this. How many people right now do you know that have less than perfect credit or have debt and no idea how to pay it off? What about don't even have their personal and financial affairs in order? How about dislike their current job and they're looking for some type of career change? How about need to make more money? That was me. I needed to make extra money. Or can't afford an annual vacation. We're talking about a real vacation where there's a passport needed, not going to the other side of the city or the other side of the state, a vacation, not a staycation, a vacation where you vacate where you live in the state that you live in, even the country. Such beautiful places around the world. You got to explore those things. But how about even aren't where they want to be in life or just want some type of solution and a plan of action? Well, why is this? Well, because our formal education didn't teach us about personal finances. They didn't teach us about ownership. They didn't teach us about financial freedom or success. And that's why Financial Education Services has been placed here. See, we provide the financial education and success training we needed a long time ago. We have services that protect things like your identity, your credit, your family, your future, but it also gives people like myself and people across the country and possibly yourself a life-changing and lucrative entrepreneur opportunity. Now, the company is ran by, it was founded by these two gentlemen right here, Mike Toloff and Paramel Nyack. It was founded back in 2004, headquarters in Farmington Hills, Michigan. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and over 100% in annual sales growth, which is very powerful. We're a debt-free company, and we have the same key executives since the company started. So what we do, what do we offer our clients to combat those things I talked about earlier, the state of America's future? And that's this program. It's a membership. It's called the Protection Plan Membership. And what it is, it's a membership that emphasizes on credit, but it also protects your identity, your family, your finances, lifestyle, future, and what it does, it gives you peace of mind. So let's talk about what's in this Protection Plan Membership. Well, obviously there's credit restoration because that seems to be the challenge that a lot of Americans are having today. That's a part of the Protection Plan Membership. We have Credit Builder to teach people who do not have credit how to build credit. Debt Zero to get yourself out of debt a lot faster, which will help increase your credit score. Credit Attorney, just in case you have some unscrupulous collection companies that's calling you doing things that are not in the right legality part of it. You can get involved with your credit attorney and have them go after them, possibly sue for damages. Smart Credit, which is our credit monitoring program. My Care Plan, which is our will, trust, and power of attorney. That's available with the Protection Plan Membership. We have Financial Lockbox. Life insurance, we're going to talk about that as we go through the presentation. A budgeting program, and then also a net worth calculator and savings program calculator. Those are all the services and benefits that's in the Protection Plan Membership. But what we want to talk about is what we have an emphasis on, and that's Credit. See, today your credit score is like a vital sign. It's constantly being monitored at all times. How you pay your bill, how much debt that you have, what type of credit that you have. It's constantly being monitored. So you have to pay close attention to it. It can impact things like your insurance premium. It can impact your interest rate. You could be denied the ability to rent, to purchase a home, get a credit card, or even to get a job. So you understand something. Over the course of your lifetime, less than an excellent credit rating can cost you anywhere from $200,000 to $1 million. So let's talk about this FICO score, since it's so important in our lives. Here's a breakdown of 5 areas that you need to master in order to maximize your credit score. Understand the type of credit that you have in your credit report. That calculates 10% of your credit score. New credit, 10%. The new accounts that you're opening up, that only accounts for 10% of your FICO score. The length of credit history. How long have you had that particular trade line? That determines 15% of your FICO score. And then amounts owed. The utilization. How much are you using of each one of your trade lines? That's very important. You want to make sure you keep that under 30%. So for example, if you have a $1,000 credit card limit and you go over $300 in the following cycle when that new bill comes out, that could affect your credit score in an adverse way. So you want to keep it under 30% before that next statement hits. Here's the biggest component of it, is your payment history. That's 35% of your FICO score. That's what we're talking about, your payment history, late payments, bankruptcy, foreclosure, tax lien, medical bills, student bills, collection accounts. That all falls under payment history. So as you can see, that's the biggest part of your FICO score. So you got to make sure you're paying your bills on time, because that's what hurts your FICO score in a big, big way. Now, there's some myths out there. We got 5 myths here that I want to talk to you about that you may or may not have heard of. How about the first myth? Credit agencies are empowered with some kind of governmental authority. Understand this. Credit agencies have no legal authority at all. They're simply privately held companies who are in the business of selling your information to companies that's trying to extend you credit, and they make a ton of money doing that. So that's a myth. They're not held by any government. They are privately held companies. Myth number 2, the credit agencies are required by law to keep derogatory items on your credit report for 7 to 10 years. There's no law that the credit agencies report anything on you at all. See, credit agencies are required by law to automatically remove all derogatory items older than 7 years, to include student loans and more, or in the case of bankruptcy, 10 years. See, that's the challenge with these credit agencies are facing, that they're not removing these items off. That's when you have to have someone intervene to help to get those items removed off of your credit report. How about the third myth? The information in your credit report cannot be changed, and it's illegal or immoral to have that information in your credit report altered or removed. See, the opposite is true. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, both the federal and various state laws require that items be removed if they are not 100% accurate and cannot be verified in a timely manner. And what's that timely manner? 30 days. 30 days to be verified, or it has to be removed. Myth number 4, paying a past due debt removes it from your credit report. I hear about this one quite often. Just because you pay an old debt does not change or erase the fact that at one time you are not paying on it as agreed. Can this be changed? Absolutely, it can be changed. How about the 5th myth? This is the last one. Inquiries are not derogatory and will not affect your credit rating. Folks, anything that erodes your financial credibility is damaging to your credit standing. And in the case of inquiries, 1 or 2 is not too bad, but any more than that, they can begin to tell a story of their own. See, any prospective credit grantor will look at your credit report and think, listen, this person is desperate for credit because you're constantly doing a bunch of inquiries. So you don't want to have a lot of inquiries on your credit report. But here's the good news. You can restore your score. See, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, what it's done of 71, it gives Americans the right to dispute and or investigate any items such as late payments, charge-off, foreclosures, judgments. You can see the list. No matter what it is, it can be disputed, and many of these items can be removed from your credit file or can be updated to reflect paid as agreed. And that's what you want your credit report to show, is paid as agreed. So understand something. Financial Education Services, we're the marketing arm for United Credit. United Credit Education Services, they are the expert. They are the ones that restore our clients' credit score. Our job is to find the client, explain the process, enroll them in the service, and then United Credit takes over and do all the heavy lifting for us. So once they come on board, they have access to an online progress report that they have access to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Here's an example of one. Here's a client right here with a 544 credit score. And as you can see at the top, you can see some different areas that they can learn about credit. As you can see to the far right, credit education, how to establish credit, debt and collection, senior info. So those are available for them to learn more about credit. But the second one from dashboard is called progress report. Once you click on that, you will see all the negative items that United Credit will be aggressively going after to get removed off your credit report. Then when you go to the far right, you can see some of those items are still in dispute. But as you go down towards the middle of the page on the right side, you can see some have been deleted. Chase, mortgage, foreclosure, deleted. Tax lien, deleted. Repossession, deleted. See, that's what you want to show, and that's going to help increase your credit score. So a little bit about United Credit. Almost a 15-year track record, close to 1 million derogatory items removed from people's credit report, tens of thousands of satisfied clients, and satisfaction guarantee. Now, there are some other companies out there that offer credit restoration, but I feel there's really no competition. As you can see, the FES Protection Plan offers credit restoration, will trust, power of attorney, credit monitor, identity protection, debt elimination, but it also offers an income opportunity for people to come on board with our company. And some of these companies you may or may not have heard of: Lexington Law, Sky Blue, CreditRepair.com, Credit Sync. They all offer credit restoration also, but they don't offer will, trust, power of attorney. And credit monitoring, if they do offer that, some of them have to pay additional fees for those services. How about identity protection? Again, additional fees. No one offers debt elimination, and none of those companies offer an opportunity for you to come on board to earn income by helping people restore their credit. And by doing that, our program is so powerful. Look at this, folks. It is $99 is the one-time activation fee to come on board with us, and then $89 per month. So if you want to get your credit restored and have all these services that the protection plan offers, it's $188 to start. That's what it takes to get going to have high FICO scores. So you got to understand that. Do you place value on your credit score? If you do place value on your credit score, then this amount of money to start is really nothing to you, because what's most important for you is to have high credit, which will open the doors to a lot of things for you to have: a home, a car, a business loan, getting a job, getting lower car interest rates, auto interest rates, premiums. So it's very, very important that you understand, if you place value on your credit score, this amount to start is absolutely minuscule to get what you want out of it. And then I'm going to show you, as we go through this Zoom presentation, I'm going to show you how you can get all these services for free. So I hope you're excited about that. We're going to show that in just a second. So there's some other services that we have to help people who do not have credit to increase their scores with other valuable services that we have. Number one is now you can report your rent payments so it reflects as a positive trade line on your credit report. See, people who have mortgages, when they make their mortgage payments, obviously you know that it shows as a trade line or a positive trade line on their credit report. But when you pay rent, it doesn't. But let you not pay your rent, what's going to happen? Yeah, you're going to end up getting a eviction on your credit report, and you don't want that. But now with this Credit My Rent program, you make that payment every month, we can have it reflect on your credit report. We also have an incredible secured credit card, one of the best in the industry, a very low amount to start the credit card with, and a yearly amount that's very, very low. The interest rate is lower than a lot of cards that I've seen in the marketplace. So that's something that can place a positive trade line on your credit report also. Now, something that's near and dear to a lot of us, to all of us across the country with financial education services, and that's our Youth Financial Literacy Foundation. And as you can see, there's a website for our foundation. What it is, we're taking financial literacy in schools all across America. We want to educate young people from the ages of 8 to 18 on the matters of personal finance. So everyone that's on the protection plan, out of the $89 per month that they pay, $2 of that goes to the YFL each month. And what we do with that, we do a lot of things with that, educating our young, but our main portion of it is that we offer scholarships. We've awarded $785,000 since this inception, which was 2014, to deserving seniors in high school and freshmen in college. And we're going to have a convention here in 2019 in February here in Las Vegas, where all the FES agents are going to come to our town in our backyard, And at that time, we're going to award $350,000 in scholarship to people who apply for our scholarship program. So if you know someone that's a senior in high school or freshman in college, hey, they can get some of that scholarship money. Just go to the link above and find out how that works, or get back with the person that invited you on this Zoom presentation, and they can tell you the steps for you to get awarded that. As a matter of fact, my son, he was awarded some scholarship money when he was a senior in high school. So that's very, very exciting. So that's about our company, about what we do, the market, and the timing. I think if you're going to get into a business, you want to make sure that it's relevant. The service that they have, that they're relevant, the company is strong. Now I want to talk to you about the business aspect of it. So take a look at this now as a business to see if this is something that you want to be a part of. And that's our career opportunity. Understand, most people today want to be their own boss. There was a poll that was done that says 72% of the people would prefer to be their own boss, but they don't know where to start or have the money or the knowledge, and they think that it can't happen for them, but that's far from the truth. Over 100 million people have jobs, but guess what? More than 70 million would rather not have a job, and that was from the Huffington Post. Think about this. How many people today control their income or control their schedule, advancement, benefits, retirement, or future? Think about that, right? So what I want to do is welcome you to what we call hybrid marketing. Basically what it is a combination of corporate America meeting up with entrepreneurship. We understand corporate America has some great structure, and that's what we've adopted with financial education services. But the main component is entrepreneurship, where now you have the control, where you can control your destiny, you can control your income, advancement, and all the things that you want to control. That's why we call it hybrid marketing. So what do we do to earn income and benefits? Well, we have two divisions. Number one, developing corporate accounts and establishing personal clients. You can go out and be a salesperson and offer the protection plan membership and some of our other individual services and just do sales. That's your choice. Or our second division, which is business development, where you can recruit, train, and manage a nationwide sales organization. That's just like real estate. Real estate, there's a broker, and that broker goes out and aggressively looks for real estate agents to work in their brokerage firm. Every time a real estate agent sells a home, they make a commission, but guess what? The broker makes a piece of that also, whether it be a split commission, a transaction fee, a desk fee, or whatever it is. But every transaction that goes on in that broker's organization, they make a percentage of that. And you can do the same thing here. The difference with us is we're not dealing in real estate. We're dealing in financial services, and mainly in our protection plan membership. So people ask me, well, Lawrence, where do I find clients? Well, they're all over the place. Let's talk about corporate accounts. You already know people that do mortgages, sell cars, that are realtors, sell solar screens, that work in banks. See, what the difference is, not the difference, but what they all have in common is that they all need credit-worthy customers. And these are people you already know in those industries. All you have to do is make contact with them and monetize those relationships so you can have a never-ending flow of customers needing our services. We also deal with people who've had damaged credit. They've been through maybe a loan modification, debt settlement, they filed bankruptcy. Those are places where you can get clients. Also, tax professionals. They have a whole slew of customers that they do taxes for. Why wouldn't a tax professional want to help their clients increase their credit score? That's why a lot of these people in these industries come on board with us as agents, where they can see an additional stream of income and be the hero for helping their clients increase their credit score. So that's how you would get clients to come in. I mean, I probably think about 80% of my clients come from these people that I already know in these industries. So when you go out there and sell the protection plan, every time you sell one, it's $100. So for example, let's say today is Wednesday. You sell a protection plan today, which should take you about 10, max 12, 13 minutes. You'll enroll someone in our protection plan membership. Next Thursday, you will receive a check for $100. There's no limit for the amount of customers you can acquire. But not only that, you also will receive $12 a month in residual income. So you sign a client up one time, you get paid on it over and over and over every month, as long as they're paying their $89 per month. That's residual income, and that is powerful. We'll talk more about that as we go through this presentation. So here's a theoretical example. Let's say you got 5 protection plan customers per month. That's an extra $500 per month. Anybody can use an extra $500 per month. What about 5 protection plan customers per week? That's $2,000 per month. 10 protection plan customers per week. That's $4,000 a month just selling our protection plan. And that's not even counting the residual income component of it. We're just talking about the upfront commission. We've got 20 protection plan customers per week. That's over $100,000 a year. And folks, we have people that are selling ridiculous amounts of protection plan just on sales and making great income from that. But now let's talk about the second division of our company, and that's business development. I'm sure you heard of this person. You may or may not have heard of him. His name was J. Paul Getty. He was a billionaire. And this is something you want to pay attention to what he said, because it was very profound to me. He said, it's better to get 1% of 100 people's effort rather than 100% of your own. So you understand something. When you're doing 100% of your own, that means you're in sales. Your income is solely whatever you do. But when you incorporate the efforts of other people, now you're looking at getting 1% of 100 people's efforts. That's being a boss. That's being a CEO. That's running a business where you can do more, you can earn more, you can help more people, because you only have so much time in a day to get things done. But when you incorporate the efforts of other people, again, you can do a lot more. Very, very powerful. So when we talk about incorporating the efforts of other people, we have this one particular bonus. It's called a customer acquisition bonus. And here's what it says, how you trigger this bonus. It says, when an agent enrolls their first 2 protection plan customers, you would earn anywhere between $100 to $550 based on your title with the company. So here's an example. Let's say this is you. Look like Kobe Bryant, right? But I promise you that's not Kobe. but let's say that's you. And what we're going to teach you is how to bring in an agent, and then we're going to teach that agent how to get their first 2 protection plan customers. As you can see, that agent will make $100 on each one of those protection plan customers, as we discussed earlier. But because you brought that agent in and you're in business development, you're going to earn a customer acquisition bonus of $100. Now, you can stay as an agent if you choose to, or you can move up to our next position, because again, you get to control your advancement. And that next position is field trainer. How do you become a field trainer? Well, here's what you do. Bring in 2 personally sponsored active agents. What's an active agent? Someone that's paying their $89 per month. Okay. Now you have a couple of people on your team. Now what you need to do is you have to do $1,600 in volume between you and your team. Once that's accomplished, you are now promoted to field trainer. Now your customer acquisition bonus goes to $160 instead of $100. So again, you're a field trainer, you bring in an agent, they do their first 2 protection plan sales. Now you will receive a customer acquisition bonus of $160. Again, you can stay at this position if you choose to, or you can move up to our next position, which is senior field trainer. Senior field trainer, all you have to do is maintain the first 2 agents that you got when you got promoted to field trainer. And we like to try to do this every 30 days to get you promoted. But now that you have more people on your team, now the amount that's required in order to get promoted to senior field trainer is $5,000 in volume. Once you become a senior field trainer, now your customer acquisition bonus is now $240. So again, you're a senior field trainer, you bring in an agent that you personally brought in, they do their first 2 protection plan sales, you would receive a bonus of $240 at that position. But now the position we're looking to train and develop people to become is this next position. This, we call it the money spot, because this is the highest percentage growth in our entire compensation plan, and it's called sales director. Sales director, in order to qualify for this position, you need to have a total of 3 personally sponsored active agents. Now you already got 2, so you need to bring in 1 more. And your entire team need to do $10,000 in volume. Now you've done that, you're now a sales director. Now your customer acquisition bonus is $380. Imagine if you brought in 3 agents every week, and they each did their first 2 protection plans in those same week. That's $380 times 3. That's over $1,000 that you would earn by doing that. Imagine $1,000 a week, and we can help you we have a platform to get to this position in 90 days. Now, do people get there in 90 days all the time? No. Some take longer, some take shorter. But we have a platform to show you how to become that sales director in that period of time. And that could be absolutely phenomenal and change your family's life in an incredible, incredible way. So let me understand something. Explain that we have all these positions and it's paid to unlimited levels, but everyone starts off as an agent with a $100 customer acquisition bonus. Goes all the way up to $550. So let's look at the sales director position. As you can see, as I talked about, $380 when you bring in a personally sponsored agent and they do their first 2 protection plan sales, you would receive $380. But what if that agent that you brought in brings in an agent, and then that new agent gets their first 2 protection plan sales? You would receive what's called an override customer acquisition bonus of $280. And every time that happens, 280, 280, 280. I mean, that's absolutely phenomenal. As you can see, some of these higher positions, here's my position, as we talked about when I first started, told you that I was a vice president. Look at this, $500 customer acquisition bonus. So a vice president brings in an agent and teaches that agent how to get their first 2 protection plan sales. That agent is going to earn income, but you would receive a bonus of $500. And then what if that agent brings in an agent and they get their first 2 protection plan membership sales? You as a vice president will receive a customer acquisition bonus of $400 every time that happens. 400, 400, 400. I mean, that's just ridiculous, the amount of income that you could be earning. And I talked about sales of the protection plan. Now I'm talking about customer acquisition bonus. So that's 2 ways that we get paid. Now I want to show you a theoretical example on team earnings. Let's say this is you, you're a sales director. Let's say it took you a year. Let's say it took you a year and a half to become a sales director. And remember I told you that we have a platform to get there in 90 days. But in this particular situation, in order to become a sales director, you need to do 10,000 of volume. Now understand something. We have people in the company that do 100,000 a month, 250,000 a month, $500,000 a month, $1 million a month, 2.5 million a month, over $5 million a month. We have people in our company doing that. But I'm just saying, if you did only $10,000 in 1 month, you brought in a few agents across the country, then they end up bringing in a few agents for a total of 20 agents. And each one of those agents did their first 2 protection plan membership. That means you would earn a total of $5,000 in customer acquisition bonuses. So if you did this once a month, that's $5,000 a month. If you did it once a week, that's $20,000 a month. Even if you did this twice a week, how much money could you be earning? I mean, an incredible amount of money. And then we have what's called our theoretical residual income example. This is the power of the protection plan. Call it Strive for 5. Now, I said something earlier that you can get your protection plan for free. Well, all you have to do is bring in 5 agents and or customers, and yours is free. But what I want to show you about geometrical growth. What about those 5 agents? What if they went out and got 5? Now you have 25 additional people responsible for your income. What if they got 5? They got 5. They got 5. They got 5. That's almost 20,000 protection plans. That'll pay you about $75,000 a month. Even if you got 10% of that, that's $7,500. 1% is $750 to do something like that. 1%, I mean, that's absolutely phenomenal. Now here's another way how we earn income, and that starts as when you become a sales director, and that's our infinity bonus. So for the amount of sales that your team does, you earn a percentage of what your team has done. For example, a sales director, get a half a point. That's an additional $50 on top of your other income. And as you can see, as you get to these higher titles, your infinity bonus gets higher and higher and higher to the thousands of dollars. I mean, it's just absolutely phenomenal. And we have people in these higher positions that are getting these bonuses on top of all the other money that they're earning. We also have a club, a prestigious club for people who go out there and build protection plans. It's called our R&R Club, Building Towards Rest and Relaxation and Retirement. Over $3.4 million annually to you. Once you accomplish 500 protection plans in your organization, you qualify for level 1. That's a $600 a month car payment. You can get you an Audi, a Mercedes, or a Cadillac. Level 2, $10,000 cash bonus, and increased car allowance to $1,500. Level 4, $25,000 cash bonus. Level 5, $50,000 cash bonus and a Bentley upgrade. How about level 6, a $5,000 a month house payment? And then level 7 through 10, anywhere from up to $25,000 a month retirement bonus, and then $150,000 to $250,000 monthly lifetime bonus. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal. Here's just a few of the people. This is probably about 1/10 of the people that's in the R&R Club. When we first started this, you can see that we only was giving away the Audi. Now we've added the Mercedes and the Cadillac to it. And as you can see, some of these people have gotten their cars. I mean, I can't put everyone on here, but you can see people getting Cadillacs from all across the country. Bentley right there, as you can see, that's the #1 earner in the company right there out in Atlanta, Georgia. But just to see the top left, there's a young lady, she's 23 years old. She's qualified for the club. It's just a phenomenal time with our company. Then you can see people that are getting their checks, what I talked about. I mean, just all across the country. You can see at the bottom towards the middle, You see a person there, a young guy getting $50,000. This guy is based out of California from building an incredible team across the country. But none of this is going to come to fruition if you understand you have to get the training support. We have online training, conference call training, local, regional, our national 3-day convention, which will be here in Las Vegas. But understand something, it's all about results. Everything else is irrelevant. There's some people that are real estate brokers. You know, they were stressed out because of commissions wasn't coming in on time. But now they say FES is their full-time career, and the training has paved the way to senior vice president, which is $1 million a month, and they're in the R&R club. Here's another gentleman right here who's a business owner. He was watching his income go backwards due to a change in industry. But he said FES is just what he needed, and with the trainings of FES combined with hard work, key thing, hard work, he became a vice president, R&R club member, and he said with this amount of money, his future is no longer concerned. How about this gentleman? He was a radio broadcaster, and like you said, it may sound good, but he barely make ends meet. FES got him out of broadcasting. He used the system and helped him become a regional vice president and R&R club member. That's $250,000 a month. Now he said he finally has his dreams back. Now it's up to you. What's your level of interest? You may say, listen, I have excellent credit. I got all my personal affairs in order, and I have a successful career. However, you could provide referrals. We would love that. You may say, I'm interested in getting the protection plan to get my credit together. Or you say, I'm interested in the protection plan, but I want to also get involved in the company. What's the game plan to get started? Real quick, I just want to show you the 3 steps to get started, and we're going to finish this. It's $288 to start, $199 for your agency, and $89 for your protection plan. You pay that until you bring in 5 agents and or customers, and you no longer have to pay that. Once you enroll, you get a personalized website, you get an online sales tracking system, an agent and customer support, access to professional marketing materials, and every week you get paid every Thursday. You do business, you get paid every Thursday. Tax advantages because you're in business for yourself, and you have access to our training platform, successwithfes.com. Now you have to understand you have to have solid training to move to success. Here's what you're going to learn when you come on board with us. We're going to teach you how to use social media to advance your agency, how to establish corporate account, sell protection plans, how to establish a team of agents and manage that organization, how to understand and maximize our compensation plan, build long-term residual income, how to become a successful FES leader, and then have the right mindset and attitude for success with FES. Step 3, now it's time to let people know that you're open for business. Who do you know has less than perfect credit, don't have a will, trust, power of attorney, who has debt and would benefit from a system to pay it off? Do you know any realtors, mortgage people, people who sell cars, people who work in a bank, people who sell solar screens? Do you know someone that's looking for part-time or full-time income, who's frustrated with their current career, and they're looking for some type of change? How about somebody that want to be financially free? Do you know anybody like that? Now, how to expose people to financial education service. This is one of the most important parts because this is what's going to help you launch your business the correct way. Understand something. You have to become great at exposing this business while you learn to become great at explaining the business. See, here's you, okay, as you can see on the left-hand corner. And you have trust and relationship with the people you know, your contacts, friends, family, relatives, co-workers, whatever the case may be. But what you don't have is the respect and credibility of this business yet because you don't know it yet. You're new. But what you want to do is connect with your FES expert. And that expert is usually a sales director or above. Just lock arms with them and let them teach you the business. Your job is to edify and promote. Edify and promote your expert. Edify and promote a presentation like this on Zoom. Edify and promote if you have local live presentation. That's all your job is to edify and promote those events. And then eventually, as you go through this training process, you will become the expert. And that's what we're looking to do, is to help you become an expert and a success with FES. You can absolutely do it. I've done it. Many, many people across the country have done it. Whether you have the background or not, it really doesn't matter. Are you coachable and are you willing to learn a business that can truly change the course of your life? So just a quick recap, what's your level of interest? You can provide referrals, and that's fine. We love referrals. Some of our best agents have come into our business off of a referral. So we love referrals. You want to become a customer, get your credit together, put your will and trust together, protect your identity, all those things that we have in the protection plan. It's $188 to start. Get with the person that invited you on the Zoom presentation and get started ASAP. This new year's about to come in, 2019. Become an agent and a customer. It's $288 to start, then $89 per month. You pay the $89 until you brought in 5 agents and or customers. So folks, I hope this was informative to you, a lot of information to you. And listen, This is a fast train movement. A lot of people are coming on board, but yet still people have not heard of financial education service. This is, like I said, this is a fast train movement. Take advantage of opportunities. Understand something. Opportunities just don't disappear when someone don't take advantage of it. They just move to the next person who recognizes and take advantage of it and become stone wealthy if that's what they want. So folks, if you decide to come on board, I want to congratulate you and welcome you to the FES family. Thank you so much and have a great night.